Good evening. Welcome to my basement. I'm going to do a very quick demonstration of this display board full of knob and tube wiring devices and components. I just basically wanted to get some of the details. You can see that I put protective loom on there. There's insulators. I use protective loom here also. This is how this was done in my house. Over here I actually used a real porcelain insulator. I spliced the wires together here the way that they would have been. This is a 1935 General Electric fuse block that would have been used on a very early electrical system. Porcelain insulator that was used to keep these two wires that intersected each other from touching together. This hanging pennant fixture here, it's a 1910 era Bryan Electric fixture. This fixture is in very nice condition. It's got a 60-watt incandescent light bulb in it. It still works perfectly. Over here, this fixture came out of my kitchen. This is wired with knob and tube wiring also. This is original from my kitchen, probably from the 1920s. It's got a 60-watt clear light bulb in it. Down here we got a surface mount switch that come out of a church downtown from about 1912. It still works perfectly. Works very nice. These porcelain insulators came out of this house. They were in the basement of this place. The wire came from a couple of other buildings that I helped change some wiring in. This outlet box, that is actually an old T-slot receptacle. As you can see, I utilized the wiring loom going in and out of that box. And you can see that I've got a 1950 set of Christmas lights here. I felt that Christmas lighting was an appropriate thing to display with knob and tube wiring because Christmas lighting was one of the earliest forms of electrical devices that were available for the consumer market for electrical devices. Christmas lighting started being manufactured and sold to the general public in the 1915 era, probably. Very early. The original sets from way back when didn't even have this two-blade plug-in like this. They actually had screw-in adapters to screw into light fixtures, if you can imagine that. As you can see, this fuse block was originally intended to be a fused live and fused neutral. I did not hook it up that way. I hooked it up fused live, both to get two circuits from it. Typically this would have had 30 amp wires coming into it from the meter or the disconnect switch. Typically this stuff could have been found in the attics of old houses. These are your two individual circuit wires coming out. I'll give a little demonstration here of this. This actually does, that shuts that light off. And this one over here will kill everything. It'll kill the Christmas lights and that other light fixture. But anyways, that old Bryan Electric light fixture is actually in really amazing shape. It should actually be back in use. But anyways, I'll just back up here and give you an overall view of this thing. I built this about 5 or 6 years ago. Just wanted a way to display and show some of this old stuff in operation. I may add some more stuff to this later on, but until I do, I'll talk to you guys later, I guess. Thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon.